Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate our graduating class of 2023. And I now present to you our graduates. applause for our graduates. It is a great pride that I welcome you to our 8th grade graduation ceremony. It's unfortunate that we had to move indoors to this evening's ceremony, but the rain, or forecasted rain, I promise it was forecasted, did not dampen our excitement as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates this evening. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome 4 of our 8th graders, Max Katok, Veronica Familio, Jenna Fugarino, and Michael LaRosa, to lead us as we salute our flag and pledge of allegiance, followed by our national anthem, which will be sung by our very own 6th grader, Ella Tierney. Wow, what a way to start. Thank you, Max, Veronica, Jenna, and Michael, and a very special thank you to Ella for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to welcome and thank some of our distinguished guests for tonight's ceremony. From our Board of Education, President Laura Reach, Vice President Tara Cassidy, and trustees Adam Fisher, Anthony Greco, and Jennifer Perfetti. Our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. John McNamara, our Assistant Superintendent for PPS, Mr. Stephen Moran, our Assistant Superintendent for Business, Mr. Anthony Cedrone, our Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction K-12, Ms. Carol Ann Winans, our Director of Human Resources and former Assistant Principal here at Wantagh Middle School, Dr. Stephanie Scolari, our guidance counselors, Mr. Ward, Ms. Gilly, and Mr. Bloom, and of course, our Assistant Principal, Ms. Rachel Quattrochi. I'm grateful to have a great team behind me, and it starts with these amazing people. I'm so proud to lead this school and thankful to those who had the confidence in me to do so. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our 612 parent organization for all of their support and assistance throughout the year, and of course for their help tonight with our check-in. Tonight is a special evening for our graduates, their proud parents, and their proud teachers. Tonight we celebrate the achievements, perseverance, and successes of our warriors. We are all very proud of what we have accomplished in the past 3 years. I consider myself lucky to have been a small part of your journey, and I look forward to cheering you on as each of you step onto a new stage and begin to turn the page on a new chapter in your lives. I ask my 8th graders to take a moment and reflect upon all that you've accomplished and overcome during these past 3 years here at Wantagh Middle School. Just 3 years ago, you entered middle school under extremely stressful circumstances. Your 6th grade year was the first time we re-entered school after the global pandemic that shut us down for months and abruptly ended your elementary school career. You started middle school in large classrooms, separated by your peers by 6 feet, using masks and desk barriers to help keep you safe. You stayed in the same room all day in order to prevent the spread of COVID. This certainly was not an easy transition for you, and I greatly admire how each of you persevered through these difficult times and made the best out of a very difficult situation. I'm so happy that 3 years later, you're able to participate in all of your exciting end-of-year activities, including our amazing boat trip, which almost didn't happen, and I'm so happy it did because it was an amazing experience, the 8th grade party last week, and finally tonight's ceremony live and in person. I really enjoy getting to know all of you and the relationships that I've formed with many of you over the past 3 years. You're no longer little boys and girls and are maturing before our very eyes into young adults. As you all begin to mature, it's important that you not let yourself get caught up in social drama, that you forget what it means to just be a kid. Enjoy the simple things in life before the adult things get in the way. Go for a bike ride, play outside with your friends, cannonball into the pool and make the biggest splash you can make. Play basketball in your driveway, draw pictures, write fun stories, or just about anything else you can think of that you've always loved to do. Katie Jameson, a contemporary American professor of psychiatry, once said, "Children need the freedom and time to play. Play is not a luxury, play is a necessity." High school can get stressful at times and the workload will certainly increase, but be sure to make time for yourselves to just enjoy the things that you've always enjoyed doing as a kid. Taking time for yourself is important for your physical and your mental well-being. Be mindful of your own needs so that you're better equipped to support the needs of others and take care of the people that you care about. When you take care of yourself and make time to play, you are less stressed, and when you are less stressed, you are more helpful and more successful. This year we were lucky enough to be named as a New York State Essential Elements School to Watch. Part of this process included a 2-day site visit from a team of educators from around the state. Their task was to observe and get a feel for our school during those 2 days. The thing they commented on most was the positive vibe throughout the building. That vibe is largely because of the 224 students seated before me. You all bring an energy to our building that is difficult to match, and you do so in a positive and caring way. Thank you for being you and for setting the tone for our future 8th graders. As you prepare to exit Wantagh Middle School for the last time as a student, I want to remind you that you will forever be a warrior, and you will always have a home here at Wantagh Middle School. In all of your future endeavors, always think about how you would like to be remembered. You all have the power to create your own legacy, achieve greatness, and always be remembered for making a positive difference in the life of others. I look forward to watching you grow over the next 4 years in high school. Always remember the positive life lessons you learned here, and don't ever let fear get in the way of your dreams. Work hard at whatever it is you're passionate about, and don't ever quit. Follow your dreams, and don't ever stop working towards your goals. You'll get there as long as you never quit pursuing them. At the end of every morning announcement, one of your peers reminds you to be a great warrior. What does that mean? A warrior is someone who is kind and compassionate to others, someone who understands the needs of others, someone who will stand up for what's right, even if it's not the path of least resistance. A warrior is someone who will do the right thing when no one is looking. A warrior learns from mistakes and uses them to grow. A warrior runs towards their fears and not away from them. A warrior is someone who takes responsibilities for their actions and holds themselves to a much higher standard than the average person. You are all above average and exceptional human beings. I know there is a warrior inside each and every one of you. You all have the ability to make the right decisions and to model the warrior mentality. Remember that when you wear the Wantagh W on your shirt within your community, or when you perform on stage, on the playing field, whatever it is, you're representing your community and what it means to be a Wantagh warrior. Best of luck as you move on to this next chapter in your lives. I will miss you dearly, and you will always hold a special place in our hearts here at Wantagh Middle School. Go make us proud. Here now to introduce our student speakers is our Assistant Principal, Ms. Quattrochi.
Thank you, Mr. Trippo. Now to reflect on 6th grade is Nina Myers. Good evening to my fellow graduates, families, administration, and faculty. My name is Nina Myers, and it is an honor to be speaking with everyone today. I am here to share the beginning of my middle school experience with all of you, even though 2020 is a year some may want to forget. 3 years ago, all of us came into this middle school for the first time with the normal middle school stress and anxieties. But for us, these anxieties were doubled. Our 6th grade year was none like any other. Everyone was wearing masks, we were in rows 6 feet apart, there were dividers on every desk, and we were stuck in one room all day. Even though this doesn't seem like the ideal situation, my 6th grade class is one I will always hold close to my heart. None of us imagined that middle school would look like this, but despite all of these troubles, we still got to experience the most important parts of middle school. Throughout the year, we made new friendships, laughed and connected with teachers, and became true middle schoolers, especially as the year went on and the restrictions started to loosen up. We were finally allowed to move around and switch classes. For me, it was my first time actually sitting in a middle school classroom and not in the upstairs cafeteria. Everyone was so excited to really experience middle school for what it should be. Before we knew it, 6th grade was over, and then 7th, and now the final stretch of 8th grade. The days may have dragged on, but the years flew by, and now I am standing here today at my Wantagh Middle School graduation, about to experience a new chapter in my life at high school. I want to thank Mr. Schifo and Ms. Quattrochi for giving me the opportunity to share my 6th grade experience with everyone, and I would like to wish congratulations to my fellow graduates and good luck in the years to come. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Nina, that was wonderful. Reflecting on 7th grade is Lauren Fuhrer.
Good evening, and thank you again for being here, and thank you as well to all of the teachers, administrators, and other members of the staff for helping us get to this point. I know that this year was especially hard, but that's for Jackson to talk about, not me. For a year that went by so fast, 7th grade was monumental. It was our transition year in more ways than one. We made it through a COVID-infested 6th grade, but returning back to normal was a challenge within itself. It was exciting to actually experience middle school for the first time with lockers and moving classes, but terrifying. I remember on my first day of school, I was more lost than I was on the history midterm and more scared than I am now, which is saying something. But the days went by and we started adapting. The athletes started joining their respective teams, drama was in person again, and everything was slowly falling back into place. But the pandemic wasn't over, at least not yet. By the middle of the year, I had known my friends by their eyes, not their faces. However, that all changed in the spring when the mask mandate was lifted. Looking back, I almost forgot what it was like before the pandemic, and now I can barely remember what it was like during that time. I think that says more about my memory than anything, but I'm trying to get at a theme. Other than Neuter's laws of motion and the First Amendment, 7th grade taught us to embrace change. If life was one unbroken line of monotony, it would definitely be less stressful, but also really, really boring. Fortunately, life does have twists and turns, and occasionally makes a complete 180 like it did in 2020. We need change because nothing is perfect, but change can be scary, like the first day of 7th grade. But even though it was scary, we got through it. I don't like to think about the future. It's unnervingly unpredictable, but I can't just suddenly decide to stop progressing through our lives. 7th grade taught us that if we can get through a global pandemic, we can get through 8th grade, 9th grade, and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren, excellent job. Reflecting on 8th grade is Jackson Lehrer.
Good evening. My name is Jackson Lehrer, and I am the class president of the 8th grade. Welcome to the graduation of Wantagh Middle School's class of 2023. Before I start, I would like to thank our most distinguished guests, our parents, Principal Mr. Chifo, Assistant Principal Ms. Quattrochi, Superintendent McNamara, along with the central office staff, our guidance counselors Mr. Ward, Mrs. Gilly, and Mr. Booth, the Board of Education, and all the staff that have guided us through our years at Wantagh Middle School. We really wouldn't have been able to do it without you. To be honest, when entering 8th grade, I was scared. I knew the work would get harder since we were starting to take 8th grade classes. I knew cramming for tests the night before wouldn't cut it, even though, let's be honest, we've all done it once or twice. I knew we wouldn't be treated like kids anymore. We would have to set the example for the grades younger than us. As I stand here before you, it's bittersweet. As much as I want school to be over, not going to advisory every day and following a schedule will be sad. When all of our teachers said that 8th grade would go past in the blink of the eye, I didn't believe them. But now thinking about it, it feels just like yesterday we were finding our new classes and meeting our new teachers. Throughout the year, there have been so many great memories. In the beginning of the year, we had the amazing pep rally where our class officers were announced. The iconic Skittle vs. Starburst games where the Skittles teams won and Mr. Keegan got pie. And we can't forget about the new game named that too. As we were having so much fun, before we knew it, it was midterms. We were staying up all hours of the night trying to remember things like the Monroe Doctrine or what an adjective is. Two things which I'm still lost on. Although some of the midterms were hard, knowing that spring was right around the corner kept us going. In the spring, we got to see the cast of Descendants put on amazing shows, which, may I add, broke school records in sales. Before we got to try out for all the different spring sports and go to Six Flags with our musical groups. All of a sudden, it was Memorial Day break and our teachers started talking about finals and regions. It's crazy to think about how much has changed in just 10 short months. When looking back on 8th grade, so many things have influenced us. Some for the better and maybe some for the worse. Maybe you got in a fight with a friend, or failed a test, or even found a new love for a hobby. Change is good. It allows us to experience and explore life. When entering middle school, we all had to go through a huge adjustment in our lives. From the earlier call time to finding our new classes and even finding who we were as people. We were outsiders entering a new era in our lives. I would like to commend all of us. We did it. Before I end, I would like to challenge everyone to stay curious and try new things. As we grow in the next 4 years of our lives, I want everyone to stay who they are and don't change for anyone. We are so young with so much potential, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Thank you to all the staff here at Wantagh Middle School for helping us through our journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackson. That was fantastic. Now, speaking about what is next to come is Mairead Hill-Haas.
If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Entering middle school during the COVID-19 pandemic was a challenge for the class of 2027. However, we quickly adapted our lives to deal with these limitations. Facing challenging circumstances such as wearing face masks, being taught behind plexiglass, and receiving online instruction taught us persistence and enabled us to adapt to a new school environment, which would help us move forward with some degree of normalcy. As we enter high school, we must remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s words, as we are faced with a myriad of new challenges, which will shape the course of our future. At the same time, we should feel confident that we are prepared to face these obstacles, surpassing our own expectations. Over the past 3 years, our teachers and principals have helped us flourish, feel confident, and recognize the importance of striving for our goals, even when they seem unreachable. Utilizing these valuable skills, we will be able to surmount a variety of high school challenges, such as taking advanced classes, trying out for competitive sports, refining our artistic talents, and independently navigating the course of our own futures. For many of us, high school will be one of the most difficult yet memorable times in our lives. The path to Wantagh High School will open up a variety of new opportunities, such as new interests, friendships, and even responsibilities. While the next chapter may seem daunting to some, we won't be facing this journey alone. By our side will be parents and friends to offer us advice, listen to our concerns, and even provide moments of laughter after a trying day at school. Moving forward, our future is promising as we take this gigantic leap of faith, moving closer to adulthood. Fellow graduates, I want to congratulate the class of 2027 and wish you all a wonderful high school experience. Keep moving forward. No one knows what the future holds. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mairead. Great job. And now back to Mr. Chippo.
All right, great job to our 4 speakers. Very proud of you. You did an amazing job up there. All right, now comes the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of our graduation certificates. So Ms. Q is going to be reading the names. I will be down at the floor handing the certificates out. And audience, I just ask that you hold your applause until the last graduate has received their certificate. We're going to do it one row at a time, but we'll applaud for all at the end when our last student receives. Okay, Ms. Q.
All right. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Row A, please stand. Anthony Abruzino, Joseph Adamo, Nicholas Allen, Mia Amendolare, Michael Amodio, Stefania Andronopoulos, Aiden Annunziata, Salvatore Ansaldi, James Antonetti, Nicholas Anzalone, Teresa Anzalone, Isabella Arias, Will Armstrong, Mason Arredondo, Jaden Astra, Max Savina, Saba Abgusti, Raymond Azaridi, Ava Barbario, Tegan Barry, Faith Benedetto, Kate Benkovic, Danny Bernstein, Justin Bernstein, Kyler Biesma, Grace Biffone, Cole Laney, and Richard Boyko. Row B, please stand. Daniela Cipolla, Emma Pocciola, Caroline Colasurdo, Isla Polaku, Matthew Como, Lily Conahan, Kylie Connors, Logan Conti, Margaret Conti, Alexis Cook, Cara Poseglia, Morgan Crespo, Ella Percio, sorry. Jonathan Patron, Anthony D'Amato, Callie Dowgie, Chase Dankenbrink, Isabella DiStefano. Row C, you may stand. Shane DeVito, Audrey Diano, Lila Diaz, Isabel Dietz, Thomas Dillon, Evangelia DeTroya, Joseph DeVella, Caitlin Donahue, Nicolette Edelman, Lucas Ada, Sonia Esposito, Sophie Fairbanks, Veronica Emilio, Michael Fanisi, Avery Ferrara, Caroline Firer, Matthew Figlosi, Cara Fisher, Ryan Flavin, Patrick Forthover, Katie Fox, Mia Frankel, Robert Friedman, Jenna Uberino, James Fulton, Benjamin Fuhrer, Lauren Fuhrer, and Ashley Goodell. Row D, please stand. Leia Gallegos, Sarah Garbowski, Christopher Garcia, Peyton Garrett, Daniel Jacobello, Peter Gifford, Gianna Giglio, LaRon Gilbert, Sierra Gilhooly, Jay Megan Godwani, Addison Gottlieb, Zachary Gould, Olivia Haynes, Madison Herman, Charlotte Heron, Mairead Hill Hotz, Megan Hoffman, Kylie Hoffman, Liam Moran, Emily Horowitz, Michaela Highland, Nicholas Ibrahim, Charlotte Aiva, Francesco Iadis, Ellen Jablonski, Isaiah Jackson, Giselle Jeffs. Row E, please rise. Gunvir Jamat, Peter Canellis, Nicole Katz, Cassandra Kelly, Nicole Kelly, Ryan Kelly, Haley Kissinger, Maggie Kurz, Victoria Kurz, Ryan Lieback, Giacomo LaRosa, Michael LaRosa, Jackson Lehrer, Jonathan Lembo, Colin Laporin, Nicholas Lero, Jake Levin, Peter Labranti, Martin Lindquist, Nikki Lonergan, Joseph Lopiccolo, Shayna Lockman, Brad Loveland, Dylan Loveland, Joseph Lupo, Kayla Mannix, Brianna Manolio. Row F, please rise. Charlize Marmol, Taylor McCool, Jack McDermott, Harry McHugh, Samuel Mendolia, Juliana Messina, Brody Myers, Margaret Mills, RJ Mines, Cameron Mitchell, Emily Modica, Kayla Mondelli, Sophia Maniello, James Morali, Caitlin Moran, Ryan Mundy, Paige Murphy, Brendan Murray, Gianna Muscanero, Nina Myers, Cameron Nouse, Casey Nouse, Jack Nouse, Andalucia Navetta, Jason Newbert, Samantha Nilsson, Nicholas Nunziata, Nicholas Nuzzi. Row G, please rise. Hannah O'Brien, Catherine Odell, Lucy O'Lori, Ella Perfetti, Morgan Fatt, Mary Powers, Daniela Petrino, Elena Radoslavich, Oliver Radzicki, Peter Rayano, Nicholas Raboano, Emmett Riley, Matthew Riley, Liam Reynolds, Sean Reynolds, Ryan Rice, Joseph Riso, Cooper Rizzi, Felipe Rodriguez, Ava Rogers, Talia Rogers, Skyana Robhoft, Matthew Rudnicki, Olivia Saka, Nicholas Salamoni, Lila Salwana, Annalise Sandoval. Row H, please rise. Gavin Scher, Anthony Sheeta, Alexis Schoenfeld, Brianna Sheridan, Donovan Skelton, Isabella Sleeper, Connor Smith, Kira Smith, Kubarak, Danny Sesko, Thomas Taggart, Nicholas Tampone, Daniel Tamirgaliev, Alexandra Tepperman, Luke Tierney, Sean Tinoco, Zeno Treader, Paul Trincasi, Ekram Turan, Luis Vasquez, Mark Walters, Caden Wilbur, Emily Williams, Riley Youngling, Matthew Zampini. Please join me in
We did it. Of course. Well, that concludes tonight's ceremony. Congratulations to all of our warriors on this great achievement. And best of luck to you as you move on to this next important chapter of your lives. Nora Ephron once said, "Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead. Always believe in yourself, work hard, and may your dreams lead you to success. We'll miss you greatly, and you will always be a part of the Wantagh Middle School family. And last but not least, one last time, be a great warrior today." Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.